Hey everybody, this is Nick Line. Now time for game number 5 of my run of Jeopardy for the Wii U, in which I currently now have an interesting 4-game winnings total going of $88,088. So yeah, let's see if I can add on to this game. I certainly would like to, and I certainly should hopefully be more than able to crack the $100,000 barrier this game. But we'll see what happens. Hoping for a good game here.
And now,
skip right
here
to
is
the
host of Jeopardy,
categories.
Alex.
You're back.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
Let's
Here
see how
comes
everything
the
goes
Jeopardy
here.
round. And here are the categories that await your selection. Breakfast.
Ooh.
Famous pears.
Okay.
The short form.
All right.
CSI Shakespeare. You're an animal.
Yeah.
And tennis. Player 1, you're in command of the board as we continue right now.
Okay, breakfast 1,000.
In England, this dish, bread dipped in an egg and milk batter and fried, is called Poor Knights of Windsor.
I happen to love this dish.
It's player 1.
What is French toast?
Yes. Player 1. Pick again.
All right, pears 1,000.
In literature and on British TV, Jeeves and blank.
Ah, fuck if I know. Not taking a chance on this one unless somebody else buzzes in.
Player 2.
Wooster? Okay,
Correct. Player 2. You're in command of the board
Pears
as
200.
we continue, right? In business, and blank.
I'll try it.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Dwight?
Sorry, that's wrong.
No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Maybe it's Bradstreet. That could be it.
Here's the correct response. Bradstreet.
Yeah, I figured.
Select again.
Tennis for 2.
The ladies' singles trophy for this event is a sterling silver tray called the Rosewater dish. Okay, player 1.
What is the Davis Cup? Damn!
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player 3.
The Australian Open? No, well, that narrows it down for
incorrect.
player 2.
Anyone else? Let's hear it, player 2.
Wimbledon?
That's right. Way to
Okay.
go.
That probably would have been my second guess anyway.
Player 2, you pick again, please.
Tennis for 4.
It's the ITF Team Championship for men. Let's hear it, player 1.
Is now the time maybe for Davis Cup?
Good.
All right. Yes, it was.
Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue.
All right, short form of
The
1,000.
cab you ride in is short for this word. It's player 1.
What is cabriolet?
Good.
That definitely was the one that made the most sense to me.
We return to you, player 1.
CSI Shakespeare 1,000.
The Duke's been stabbed, then drowned in a barrel of wine. Looks like the drinks are on him. It's player 1.
What is Richard III?
Good.
All right.
Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
You're an animal 1,000.
The plains variety of this animal has gray markings that are known as shadow stripes. Player 1.
What's a zebra?
Good.
Figured as much.
You again, player 1.
Tennis 1,000.
In 2007, Switzerland issued its first stamp of a living person, a 1 franc stamp depicting this tennis player.
I barely know anything about famous tennis players, so I ain't got any guesses here.
Here's the response we were looking for. Roger Federer.
Roger Federer, okay.
You again, player 1.
All right, normally I go exactly from the end clue to the first when I do the $800 clues. However, in this case, seeing as how Ted is already almost completely gone, I'm actually gonna go to you're an animal for
A
800.
condor is a type of this bird. It's related to the turkey type and also enjoys eating carrion. Okay, player one.
What is a vulture?
That is correct.
All right.
Select again.
Shakespeare 8.
3 Dead Daughters by Poison, Hanging, and Suicide. I wouldn't want to write the family Christmas card this year. Let's hear it, player one.
Ooh.
What is King Lear?
You got it.
All right.
We return to you, player one.
Short form for 8.
A cab you drink is short for this word. Yes, player one?
What's a cabernet?
Yes.
That definitely makes sense.
You get to pick again, player one.
Famous pair is 8.
In medieval legend, Tristan and blank.
I'll take a guess.
It's player one.
Tristan and Cressida?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Nope.
Any other takers?
Evidently, I don't know a lot about famous pairs.
The correct response is Isolde.
Okay, we needed a soda. That would have been the last thing I would
You
have
get
said.
to pick again, player
Yeah, I
one.
had no hope on that one. All right, breakfast for 8.
In 1890, a woman named Nancy Green represented this character, the symbol for a pancake mix.
Well, it's sadly no
Okay,
longer
player
around.
one.
But what is Aunt Jemima?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Woo.
Please pick again, player one.
All right, tennis 8.
This feisty American's 1984 winning percentage of .965 is the best in the ATP Tour's modern era.
I think I've heard of him.
Player one?
Who is John McEnroe?
Yes.
All right.
Player one, you pick again, please.
All right. Short form for 6. Ooh, that's what a daily double is.
Nancy, the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. Player
Let's
one,
make it a true
please
daily double.
select your wager. Answer: buck, as in dollar, is short for this item once used in trade and barter.
What is buckboard?
You have dropped down to second. The
Damn!
correct response is buckskin. Please pick again, player one.
Damn it, I'm tired of these daily doubles. It's not going my way. Oh, wow. Breakfast for 6.
This fancy egg dish is said to have been created at Delmonico's in the 1800s. Even then, hollandaise sauce was used. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Eggs Benedict?
Good for you.
And I apologize, guys, if I seem a little
Player
overdramatic.
one,
I know I
choose
don't
again.
have to bet at all. It's just, my God. I feel like when I'm off camera, I do a lot better at these true daily doubles than I do on camera for some reason. Just that for some reason on camera, whenever I do them, I just can never seem to answer the question right. I don't know why that is. Oh, whatever. Anyway, not going to worry about that. Famous pairs for 6.
On the ice rink, blank and Dean. Okay, player one.
Who is Jan?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Oh,
Anyone else care to
I
try
have
to come
gotten
up with a
all
correct
the questions in
response?
this category wrong. This is definitely not going well for me. At least not this category, anyway.
Yes, player two.
Who is Brooks?
Anyone else?
Well, that narrows it down.
Okay, player three.
Who is Torville?
Great, you're back into it now. Player three, you start us off.
And finally, famous pairs 4.
In the world of classic TV game shows, blank and Todman. It's player one.
Who is Goodson?
Correct.
All right, well, let's got one. At least one.
Player 1, you're in command of the board as we continue right now.
All right, Shakespeare for 200.
Stabbed the king and made him drink poison. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark, and it's him. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Hamlet?
Yes.
I didn't read that in high school, so helps out
Player
there.
1, pick again.
You're an animal for 4.
Let's take it over to Jimmy.
The giant panda seen here isn't playing the flute. He's snacking on this, his favorite food.
Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is bamboo?
That's correct. Player 1, you pick again, please.
All right, short form for 4.
If your internist gives you a script, it's short for this. It's Player 1.
What's a scripture?
No, that's not right.
No,
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I did not mean to do that.
Let's hear it, Player 2.
Prescription?
You are correct.
It was a prescription.
A lot of clues, a lot of categories, Player
Short
2.
form for 2.
Make a frag, meaning to kill a fellow soldier, started as a short form of this term for a type of grenade. Player 1,
What is a frag race?
no. Sorry.
Fuck.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Fragmentation.
Fragmentation, okay.
Please pick again, Player 2. Witness says
Shakespeare
he
for
does
4.
murder sleep, and the guy okayed the hit on Banquo. But what we have here, Frank, is regicide. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is, Macbeth?
Good for you.
All right.
Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue.
All right, breakfast for 400. Actually, I'll go with 2.
This breakfast meat comes in links or patties, and its name is from the Latin for salted. It's Player 1.
I love it. What is sausage?
Correct. Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
All right, I'll finish up tennis.
Here's Kelly to start us off.
To hit one of these mid-air return strokes, punch at the ball, keeping the racket in front of your body and the racket face perpendicular to the court.
Let's hear it, Player 1.
What's a volley?
You are correct.
All right.
We return to you, Player 1.
All right, animal 6.
Scientists are scrambling to find out the cause of colony collapse disorder, which is occurring with this insect. Yes, Player 1?
All right, what are bees?
That's correct.
All right.
You again, Player 1.
Finish up breakfast.
The name of this breakfast item is also used as a verb meaning to speak or write evasively. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is egg?
Nope.
No, it's not egg.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Maybe it's waffle.
Here's the correct response. Waffle.
Yep.
Player 1. Pick again.
All right. I'll finish up. You're an animal.
Get along, little this. The word for a motherless calf.
What is doggy?
Player 1.
Get along, little doggy.
Right. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue.
Okay, Shakespeare for
Blood
6.
Spatter says the guy killed Paris, then himself. The girl stabbed herself. Ain't love grand? Okay, player one.
What is Romeo and Juliet?
You are correct.
I figured as much.
Player three is in third
Whoa,
place
what the hell
and
happened
will
there?
select first.
Well, anyway, at the end of the Jeopardy round, I got the lead of 2,600. Player 2 has 1,000, and player 3 has 400.
In the double Jeopardy round, as we always
Not a
do,
bad lead,
right after
although
this break.
I would have been far better off.
Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories.
Just can't get over how many freaking shit daily doubles I missed throughout these runs.
Related words.
But whatever. Okay, anyway, related
Flowers.
words, flowers,
The Arctic Ocean.
Arctic Ocean,
The 1930s. Pop on a CD. And literature. Where do we begin, player three?
all right, 40s first to
W.H.
400.
Auden wrote of this Civil War-torn country, "History to the defeated may say alas, but cannot help nor pardon."
What is
Yes, player
Spain,
one?
maybe?
That's it. Player one, you start.
All right, flowers for 2. I did not mean to pick 30s, damn it.
The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are currently in the lead.
I need
What
to
are you
look at
going
the
to
TV
wait?
screen, not my monitor. Keep forgetting that. Anyway, I'll just bet it all again. Gotta work one of these times.
The clue. In 1932, he said Huey Long and Douglas MacArthur were the 2 most dangerous men in the country.
Okay, luckily I do think I know this one. Who is Franklin D. Roosevelt?
That puts you even
There
further
we
ahead.
go. All right, flowers for 2,000. That's where I meant to go.
Bloom forms of this large hardy perennial include spoon, quill, and pompon.
I don't quite know.
Okay, player 2. Correct.
No way in hell I would have guessed
All right, let's get back into this. Player
flowers
2
for
has
4.
control. This country isn't out of kilter, with the thistle as its national flower.
What is Scotland?
Yes, player 1? That is correct.
All right.
Player 1, start us.
Related words for 2,000.
To do this to something is to make it holy, a word from the same root. Okay, player 1?
What is hail?
No.
No.
Anyone else?
Oh.
Did not mean to use that, although I will know that has kind of an accurate depiction of my feelings right now.
It's player 2.
Hallow?
That
Okay, it was
close.
hallow.
All right, let's get back into this.
Letter
Player
words for
2
4.
has control. A park was originally an enclosed place. This related word still means an enclosure for racehorses. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is a stall?
Sorry,
What?
that's wrong.
I thought for sure
Anyone
that was
else
right.
want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player 2. Good for you.
Attic, okay.
Player 2, you pick again, please.
Flowers for 8.
On March 22, 1994, the Dutch ambassador to the United States gave her a new tulip named for her. Okay, player 1.
Who is Nancy Reagan?
No. Sorry.
No.
Any other takers? Player 2.
Barbara Bush?
No.
Well, that
Sorry.
narrows it down. I guess that makes sense
Anyone else care
because
to try to come up
Bill
with a correct
Clinton was in the
response?
White House at the time. It's just, I don't know.
Player 3? That's correct.
For some reason, my mind was steering me the wrong way there.
Player 3, you start.
Okay, flowers for 12.
Singularly speaking, the bright blue cornflower is known as this button. Player 1?
What's the blue bonnet button? Oh my God! Why am I getting
Anyone
so many
else care
wrong?
to try to come up with a correct response?
I've already all but completely
The
negated
correct
that one
response
particular double I
is
got
the
correct.
bachelor button.
Bachelor button.
Select again.
And flowers is done already.
Jimmy?
Also called galanthus. It's among the earliest garden flowers to blossom in spring.
Let's hear it, player one.
What is pansy?
No.
Ah, bad luck continues.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about the snowdrop.
The snowdrop.
Player three, pick again.
1930s for rape.
As the Depression hit Europe, this figure in Belgium went from 5.4% in 1930 to 23.5% in 1932. Yes, player one?
What is unemployment?
You
There we
correct.
go. That definitely makes sense too.
Player one, make a selection, please, as we continue.
Pop on a CD for 2000.
The Writings on the Wall. Survivor. Player one?
What is Destiny's Child?
Right.
All right.
Player one, back to you for our next selection.
2000 for literature.
The title of this 1985 Bobby Ann Mason novel refers to the time a soldier spent in Vietnam. Okay, player one.
What is 365 days?
Sorry, that's wrong.
No.
Any other takers? The correct response is in country.
In country.
We return to you, player one.
Arctic Ocean for 2000. There's the other daily double. I was kind of hoping you would not show up so
Answer.
soon.
The other daily double. You're tied with player three. So what here
Okay,
is
hope
your
I can get
daily
this right
double
at
clue.
least.
On August 3rd, 1958, this nuclear-powered submarine became the first to cross the North Pole under the ice.
What is Triton?
No.
Ah,
Here's the response we were looking for. The Nautilus.
Nautilus.
Player one. Pick again.
God, I don't like these categories. They all suck. Related words for 16.
As score can mean to cut, it makes sense that it's from the same root as this word for big scissors. Okay, player one.
What is shears?
Yes, hey, you're on the plus side.
Okay.
Player one. Pick again.
30s for 16.
In August of 1939, Germany signed a non-aggression pact with this nation. Okay, player one.
What is the Soviet Union?
You got it.
All right.
You again, player one.
Literature for 16.
This Neville Shute novel depicts the coming annihilation of the human race after a nuclear war.
Don't know.
Here's what we wanted. On the beach.
On the beach, okay.
Player one, choose again.
Pop on a CD, 16.
Thankful. Breakaway. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Kelly Clarkson?
That's correct.
All right.
Player one, pick again.
Arctic Ocean for 16.
The Arctic Ocean's deepest point, about 17,880 feet, lies just north of this country's Svalbard Islands.
Heck if I know.
Let's hear it, player two.
What is Norway?
Right you are.
Oh, okay.
Player two, you start.
Arctic
The
Ocean
shortest
for
way
400.
to sail to the Arctic Ocean from Nome, Alaska, is to go north through the strait named for him. Okay, player one.
Who is Vitus Bering?
Correct.
All right.
Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue.
Words 12.
Fabricate is related to this verb that can mean to write something fraudulent, like a signature. Okay, Player 1.
What is forge?
You got it. Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
All right. Literature for 800.
This character's first literary appearance was in the tragic drama The Seducer of Seville. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is Don Juan?
Good.
All right.
Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
Pop for 12.
Rhythm Nation 1814, The Velvet Rope. Player 1,
Who is Janet Jackson?
right you are.
All right, that was just a guess.
We return to you, Player 1.
Arctic for 8.
The spiral tusk of this cetacean that inhabits the waters of the Arctic Ocean may reach a length of 10 feet. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is the beluga whale?
Nope.
Damn it, nope.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
This is definitely going to be a
Here's what
close
we were looking
game.
for. The narwhal.
The narwhal, okay.
You again, Player 1.
All right, pop for 4.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Peachtree Road. Yes, Player 1.
This one I know at least. Who is Elton John?
You got it. Player 1, you pick again, please.
All right, I'll finish up the 1930s.
Melvin Purvis gained fame, more than Hoover liked, as head of the FBI's office in this city. Yes, Player 1.
All right, what is Boston?
Sorry, that's wrong.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we were looking for. Chicago.
Chicago. I was thinking that. God.
Player 1, you pick again, please.
Literature for 12.
He wrote the 2001, 2010, 2061, and 3001 Odyssey books. Okay, Player 1.
Who is Robert Heinlein?
Nope.
Come on!
Any other takers?
This game has just not been going well.
Here's what we wanted. Arthur C. Clarke.
Arthur C. Clarke.
You again, Player 1.
All right, I'll finish up the last $1,200 clue in Arctic Ocean, and also the category 2.
In the early 1770s, England's Samuel Hearne became the first European to reach the Arctic Ocean overland from this bay. Okay, Player 1.
What is the Hudson Bay?
That is correct.
All right. I almost went for Chesapeake Bay, but
You
then
again,
I saw
Player
Hudson
1.
Bay, and I thankfully changed my answer. All right, related words 800.
Culprit, meaning the guilty party, evolved from this adjective meaning guilty. Player 1.
What is culpable?
Yes. Player 1, you pick again, please.
All right, pop for 8.
Dirty Mind, Controversy, The Love Symbol Album. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who is Prince?
That's it.
All right.
And we'll wrap up the board with
All right,
this
finally
clue.
literature for 400.
At the end of this novel, Reverend Dimsdale reveals publicly that he is the father of Hester Prynne's daughter.
Don't quite know, but it's all right. I've got the lead going in the final Jeopardy no matter what.
Okay, player 2.
The Scarlet Letter? Oh, okay. All right, this is not a runaway game, so I am going to have to a wager here and hope that I get this right.
Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? Authors?
Authors.
What are you going to wager?
I'm going to go for 72-20.
Let's take a look at that Final Jeopardy clue right now. Chapters in a 1914 novel by this author include Jungle Battles, His Own Kind, and The Call of the Primitive.
I don't know. I've got between 3 choices here, but I can obviously only pick one. I'm gonna have to hope it's Frederick Kipling, or else my run's over.
And your response?
Edgar Rice Burroughs.
And that correct
Oh,
response
it's Edgar Rice Burroughs. Well, that's it. My run's over.
What did you say? With that correct response, you will gain.
Damn it.
Let's see your response. And that will set you back.
So with that, I'm gonna have it another $380.
Congratulations to
Take me
you.
in third place, and I've lost.
So long.
You know what? I'll be honest. I think ultimately what killed me there was just the fact that I got that daily double wrong at the start. Because I think if I didn't get that daily double wrong, I probably still would have had enough cushion to where, even if I still would have gotten Final Jeopardy wrong, I still probably could have potentially won the game. Because at least then I would have had, maybe at least double the amount of money I had. Actually, no, not even that. I would have had maybe 20,000 because, obviously, 50,000 winner plus 0. 700, 600? Yeah. I would have had 22,000, so if I just hadn't missed that one daily double and everything else put out exactly the same, that game would have been mine. Oh well, it is what it is. It's a shame I stopped just qualifying for the TOC. At least that what would have been the case in the real show, but overall, not a terrible run. I mean, $88,088 is not exactly something to scoff at. But I do kind of wish it would have gone on longer. What can you do, though? Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This one was a lot of fun to do. We'll see you guys all for the next game show game video soon. And I definitely will start a new one of these games at some point. I don't know when, though. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Shame I run out to end here, but what can you do? Well, take care, everybody.